Hello everyone, this is Coach Dinosaur. I'm so excited to share with you another part 2 of the Scandinavian or the center counter game. So again, it's about fighting the center, diba? And knight c3, queen d6, knight f3, knight f6, d4, bishop g4 sa part 1 diniscuss, no? So please i-view nyo po yun, i-watch nyo po yun, and you will learn a lot of things pertaining sa bishop g4. Ngayon, we will discuss a6 kasi 'di ba yung bishop uh, g4 sa part 1, maraming tactical technique yung ginawa ng puti with regards to knight b5. So, instead of bishop g4, nag a6 muna siya. So, we will discuss this more, no? So, I recommend g3. May mga tumitira dito ng bishop d3, bishop e2. Pero we recommend g3. Nasa viewers na lang po kung gusto ninyong gamitin sa mga malalakas na kalaban, no? Again, pwede nang tumira ng bishop g4, no? So the same thing, h3 para mag-commit agad yung bishop sa g4, whether tatakbo ba siya, babalik, or magbi-bishop h5, or kakain sa knight. So again, ang pinaka-major move dito is bishop h5. May bishop f5 din. Pero we will discuss mostly ang bishop f3 sa video na to. So yung bishop h5 and bishop f5, or sometimes bishop c8 din, we will discuss yon sa sa latter part ng video channel. So it might be in part 3, 4, 5, 6, no? So after bishop takes knight, syempre the only good move is queen takes bishop. So dito it threatens the queen takes b7, no? Itong pawn na to. So if queen takes, ayun, winning na siya. Kasi he cannot protect the rook on a8. And there's two possibility dito sa tira na to, no? May c6, no? At saka meron ding knight c6. So we will discuss yung sa c6 muna. Sa c6, same thing. We have bishop e3, e6, and then now castling. And dito, meron na namang sub-variations, no? Bishop e7 or knight bd7. So we will discuss muna yung knight bd7. So after knight bd7, ito lang tira niya. Ngayon, meron din tira na mga ganito, but this is not so good kasi it opens the so hindi siya magandang tira. So knight bd7, there is now bishop f4 para i-commit kung saan ba talaga pupunta si queen. So after that, syempre pag tumira dito ng queen e7, meron na tayong mga ganitong g4. At the same time, yung king, yung position niya parang nag-waste siya ng move ng queen e7, at pati yung pawn dito sa a6. Normal si Karokan, 'di ba? Yung queen na ito, it's either from a5 or nandito sa queen d8. Pero in this position, nag-waste siya ng parang 2 moves na, which gives white an edge sa ganitong position. So here, ito lang yung magandang itira para mailabas din yung yung bishop sa yung bishop sa F8. Now we recommend bishop C7. As you can see, itong queen walang mapuntahan na tamang square sa queen side. So the plan of this bishop C7 is to put back the queen to E7, no? Babalik siya sa kangkungan niya. So after rook C8, para atakihin yung bishop sa C7, here comes A3. And now, bishop E7. Okay, so meron na tayong bishop F4. So after bishop F4, queen D8 kasi wala nang lugar yung niya, yung bishop niya, no? Pag for example, ginanito mo naman, delikado, maraming piyesa ang pwedeng umatake dito sa king side if you use this kind of setup para kumasling sa ganito, no? So normally kasi yung mga Caro-Kann setup talagang nilalagay yung bishop sa E7. So pandito talaga siya. So queen D8, bishop D3, bishop E7. So may king B1 tayo. And after that, may knight D5, typical Caro-Kann setup. So now it's bishop D2 muna. So if for example pwede rin tayong kumain sa knight takes, di ba? Dito if e takes, may mga queen G4. Delikado yung G7. So now if C takes, so white has two bishops, pero position is more likely equal. Pero white has two bishops, which is a very good position sa puti because of the two bishops. Pero black still fine sa position niya. So after this move, no, meron tayong bishop dito, wag natin ibigay yung pyesa. So knight takes knight, bishop takes knight, and here castling. So example G4, the plan kaya nag-castling siya is to attack na rin yung king side. So after B5, meron na namang H4. So pag kinain naman niya, which is wrong, may two ways para manalo. One is easily queen takes, rook takes bishop, queen takes, and then here comes rook H1. Pag tumira naman siya nun, meron tayong check, king H8, no? Then what a good move, D5. Yung plan niya talaga is mamatihin. So for example, kumain siya, there's check, and then may mating attack na check, king takes, check, queen G7, may kain kasi ito, protected yung queen ng pin, no? Yung checkmate. Galing. So meron naman na parang simple lang na tira na you can just play. I think this is even much better para hindi siya ganun ka hirap. So after this, may bishop dito lang. So kung gumanito, there's bishop takes, king takes. Again, here deadly talaga siya. Ganoon, may capture dito. So if king takes check, may ganito. So it's not an easy task kung kakainin mo yung free pawn na yan. So absolutely, white attacks the king side. Here comes black attacking the queen side. Same. So again, there's g5 and here b4. So may ganitong tire. So this threatens checkmate, no? Dito sa h7. So black has to protect. So if pawn takes bishop, there is checkmate. So now black has two ways para ma-stop yung checkmate. We have g6, which is we will talk about later. So f5 muna. Diba? Kasi very dangerous yung yung queen side ng puti. So this can stop yung So if pawn yung en passant, 9 takes, queen takes, and king h8, here white will have a big problem sa queen side, no? Though may mga counter play, pero very dangerous, really dangerous yung yung puti. So for example, capture a takes, if bishop d2, may mga rook a8. So one way is to do this, pero hindi natin to pag-uusapan dahil this is not the suggested move, no, after f5. So it should be queen takes e6. So after king h8, ito lang, simple lang, to rook h e1, threaten to capture the bishop din. So if pawn takes, kasi walang matira to no, makakain lang siya, and then wala siyang magawa. So if pawn takes bishop, may queen takes knight. So if example, queen b6 threatening checkmate, meron lang b3. If a4, meron pa ring b4. So napakahirap nito. So if for example, harikiri move, c5, white can just capture the knight. C takes b4, there is rook e6, good move. So to stop the queen from attacking the b file, pero meron pa rin siyang queen b7. Pero after queen d6, there you can stop. So if queen b7, there is already queen takes pawn, and the rook can actually protect. For example, meron dito, no, mag-rook f1 lang. So after rook d8, may rook b6. Example, no, meron lang ganon, and the king is actually safe na. Of course, there's no such thing neto dahil may queen takes mate dun. Alright, so now pag naman for example nag knight b6, simplihan lang ng puti, then diba, b3. If for example queen takes pawn, may mga ganitong tira, discovered attack. So how can he protect the queen and the rook on c8 at the same time? So very hard. Pag hindi naman niya kinain, for example kumain na lang siya dito, of course white has gained one pawn advantage, and at the same time yung mga pawns ng itim are isolated pawns. c6, a5, yung c3 pawns, these are weak pawns, no, that can be easily attacked later on by the rooks and bishops. Okay, so we found out that yung f5 na to is not a solution, though parang lang siya, temporary to stop any checkmate plan, pero it's still winning for white. if for example, ano naman, meron pa pala. For example, ito no, King F8. Pag for example, gumanito siya, meron tayong mga queen takes. Pag G6, meron ng Queen F7. So, pawn captures, may H5. Delikado na. So, if for example, rook takes, may kain pa rin dito. And then, same plan. Pawn takes pawn, and then there, checkmate. So, for example, nag Queen B6, may mga B3 lang. And the plan still goes on. Diba? So, for example, nag Queen B6 naman dito, may mga B3 lang siya. So, Queen B7, Bishop takes, good move. Dito, pwede na niyang kainin. Kain, Rook, Bishop takes, Rook takes, and then Rook takes D7 with the winning advantage. Alright, so here, wala talaga no pag-asa pag F5 ang tiro. So pag G6 dito naman papasok si H5. Again, napaka lakas niya. For example, pawn takes bishop. There is H takes G6. No? So pag kinain niya, may mga mati dito. No? So it's unstoppable checkmate. Now if for example pawn takes pawn using the F pawn, may queen takes. If for example King G7, there is rook sacrifice, check. Siyempre. And checkmate. Nice. Nice attack. So now, if for example naman after pawn takes pawn, di ba? Bishop takes naman. Kasi pag pawn takes, nako, medyo delikado dahil hindi na maatake yung blocking. Pero instead of pawn takes pawn, meron tayong rook takes. So if for example capture dito, may checkmate na. And if for example knight f6 threatens the rook and the queen, meron naman g takes, rook takes, tapos check, and the next move will be checkmate. So here checkmate. Pag blinak naman niya, checkmate din. And now, meron naman tayong queen f6 dito, no? So this queen f6 naman, may tira ang puti dito na surprising, no? Kasi pag ginanito mo, pawn takes, pero winning pa rin naman. Pero ito ang decisive na move, no? G7. Right? So, ang threat niya is mag-rook h8 and then queen h7 checkmate. So, if queen takes naman nun, syempre, rook takes lang. And it's a winning rook and knight versus queen, but also the king is under under attack. So, it's really hard. Para, for example, check. And then, black has to give up the rook. No. If now naman, f6, there's checkmate. So, yung kain na yan, hindi siya pwede. So, may mga ganitong tira, queen takes, no? So, here is an intermediate move, no? Queen g4 threatens the bishop. Yun muna ang pinakang umpisa. I-threaten niya yung bishop. So, pag yung bishop umalis, may checkmate dito. So, that means the bishop has to be protected. So, if f6, may mga queen takes. Pag gumanito, may check. King takes, sabay balik lang. And after king g8, there's checkmate. Now, if, for example, the queen protects, no? May ganito lang, Queen h5 threatens checkmate. sa 8-7, queen 8-7, no? So it's really hard for black to protect it. Now, if for example queen e3, meron ng uh, just capture yun. So knight takes, meron ng rook h3, and the queen has to protect the bishop and the rook at the same time. So ito lang ang tira. But after queen h5, threatens sa checkmate sa h8. Of course, f6, may rook d h1. So this is winning for white. For example, mag-threat siya na, example na lang, queen h8, may ganun, sabay ito. So for example, king h7, may check, and checkmate the next move. Pag naman kinain, rook takes checkmate. So ang ganda ng atake ng ng white after this move. So here, instead niyang gagawin yon, no, balik tayo dito. Instead tayong gagawin niya yung, for example, ito, no. Instead of castling kanina, pwede rin naman ang itim tumira ng ganitong move, knight f6, no. So before castling, para malaman kung kung saan titira yung itim, ay yung puti. But again, may mga h4, he does not need to wait para kumasling pa yung king. It's because the king itself, the black king, is already at the center and prone sa atake. So there is king h8, may bishop g2, takes, knight d5, bishop d2. Again, here I'll give the player to choose, 'di ba? Kung type niyo yung itim, it's fine, but as far as chess is concerned, two bishops in such an open position gives white a very good chance sa ganito. Though we're not stopping black to have this kind of position na comfortable. Kung komportable rin sa inyo to, why not? Okay. So let's go back sa sa kanina, no? With this rook c8. So again, meron din naman na instead of rook c8, meron din tayo ditong ganitong tira, knight d5, no? May to attack this bishop. So again, there's h3, a3, and then after queen e7, ano lang siya, kainin yung knight. After pawn takes, kasi ito delikado, very delicate to, no? May ganitong tira, good move. So after this, example, may bishop f4, and then yung bishop na to after queen f6 can already move, no? And at the same time, may mga threat pa siya. Queen takes, bishop e7, and then after that, you can actually capture this, pero you can also play this move. So if, for example, bishop takes, meron tayong bishop g5. And a good chance, no? Very good chance sa puti. And we also have a choice of pawn takes knight, using the c pawn. So here we can have bishop d3. Again, I'm giving this opportunity sa reader natin to choose kung anong type ninyo, mas type ninyo. Of course, queen cannot move here already. The only move is queen d7. And after this, may mga ganitong position, no, na pwedeng umatake. Or you can also stop that c3. Pwede rin tayong maging king b1 and then followed by bishop c1. And again, it's up to the reader. May mga tanong na queen b6, no, then it's only bishop e2, and then g4, h4. Yan yung mga next move ng ng puti. Again, so aside from knight bd7, meron din naman tayong tirang bishop e7. So here, once bishop e7 is played, same thing. He will just wait for the position by playing king b1. Para hintayin kung ano yung gagawin ng So again, ito not really that strong dahil after bishop f4, 'di ba? Hindi naman pwedeng itira to kasi there's d takes attacking both the queen and the knight. Okay? So there's only one move, and then doon tayo bishop e7 where queen cannot move back to e7, so there's only one move, which is knight on d5. So knight takes d5, pawn takes, and then after that my c3, queen a4, and then bishop d3. Again, I'm giving this position sa both side. Kayo mamili kung you like black here because of the queen post, bishop post, and the knight post, rook post on c8. That's fine. Pero white also have a very good chance sa king side, and at the same time mas active yung rook niya kaysa sa black's rooks. And of course, the two bishops are very active. And at the same time, the queen as well. So yun po. Yun ang yun ang position nun after nung mga ibinigay nating mga plans. Now, sinabi natin na that is about c6. Now, what if knight c6? Okay, so since sa part 1 pareho lang din, ang pinagkaiba may a6, may g3 and may a6, no? So bishop f4, queen d7 as the same plan. Pag kasi gumanito, no, kakasling lang siya. Pag castling, and here there's a d5 where black has to protect the knight on c6, and very very hard sa kanya, no. So for example, knight a4, knight a5, may a3 lang, oh. Simple lang. So after this, and now kulong yung knight. Okay. Meron namang knight a7, pero after this move, syempre ito mali dahil may bishop e3 yung tira, no? So pag gumanon, capture, queen takes, may capture muna dito, king takes, and then check. Pag knight d7, may bishop e2. So, of course, gives white a very good prospect sa king ng itim. Okay? So now, meron namang ganito knight d4. So after queen e3, knight f5, pwedeng pumasok, pero pwedeng pumasok yan. After this, queen takes. Kasi kapag check, merong ganito, kulong yung puti, no? So capture, pawn takes pawn, bishop d3. Again, white has a very active pieces, unlike the other piece. Hindi siya ganun ka-active. So may mga ganitong tira, a4, for example, nag king b8, may mga rook he1, g6, then king b1. Again, white really has good position sa mga active pieces niya and space advantage. So hindi siya pwedeng itira, no? So kaya ito, we can have queen d7, no, as the only good plan or move sa item. So after this, castling, ayun na. Kasi pag kumasol, d5 na naman. Ito na naman yung problema sa part 1, di ba? So we're keep you the same plan and the same attack. So of course, knight a7, my h4 threatens bishop h3, and then after king b1, mga sisimplihan lang ng bishop h3 kasi hindi pwede makatira dito, no? Hindi rin makatira dito. Pag gumanon naman, delikado. It's just a free pawn. Now, the only move, queen e7, yun, may queen bishop g2 and threatens yung mga ganitong tira. So pag nag queen d7, may mga knight a4 pwede rin. Hindi pwedeng kainin kasi after d6, no, threatens checkmate and threatens also this pawn. Napakagandang atake niya. So eventually, it's not good to castle early while the bishop and this pawn is not yet active. So here, e6, no? After e6, ayun, we can still play h4 para may plan ng no. So after this move, may mga bishop pwede na rin mag d5. So after this, there's knight takes, e takes, bishop h3, f5, and then bishop g5. Again, after this, may ganito. Again, threatening some tactics. So g7, may queen e3. If ganitong tira, I think long term, after bishop g2, black will have a long term problem kasi may threat sa queen a7, may threat sa captures dun sa sa d5. So there's a lot of problems, and then there is a weakness on the diagonal from a1 to h8. So there's a lot of things to check, no, and to protect by this move, no? So not a good plan sa mga ganitong position. So after this e6, no, so we have reached yung mga position na na delikado sa puti. And again, this Scandinavian, it does not mean na inaral natin it's always a winning for white. There is what we say at least a slight na position na pwede nating laruin to study middle game plans, that we can convert this middle game position into a winning end game. mga ganong mga ganong um, position or ganong strategy or technique, And I hope you like this video po. Sa next video ko po, I will be showing yung bishop. Let's start with the bishop h5 instead of bishop takes f3 kaninang dito sa video na to. And I hope you like this video. Please subscribe, press the bell button for future video notification. And thank you po.